So now, what do I do? Here we go. Okay, pull that up there. Okay. I think I'm. Is it live? I think I'm live now, but I'm not sure. It yes, because it says stop streaming. This is literally my not my first time, but my first. Okay, now so this is the window I'm staying in. Yes. Okay. Yes, I am live. Hi, Shelly. Listen, been still troubleshooting this for a minute, but it's gonna be good. Welcome, welcome, Shelly. And I know Danielle's gonna be signing on. I am grateful for all of y'all. I gotta get this system together. So everyone's signing in. So I see it. Okay, I see it over here. And Shelly, do you see the journal workbook experiment? You see the title? She gonna let me know. I'm sure she does. I know you see me, but I'm just making sure you can see the slides. So let me see. I know some more people signing on, but if I'm live, you know what? Yes. Okay. Yes, you can see it. That's so cool. My Callie helped me. She did a great job. So, this view isn't so bad. I'm good. But I love my. Okay, you can hit record on the camera though, and then I'll have that. Okay, this tech stuff, y'all. Give me a minute. I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna start, Shelly, because I knew that I did not market this where a lot of people will be signing on, but hey, give the juice. I'm gonna do it this same live again soon so that I can go through this prompt again with people. Okay. Oh, Shelly said hi, Callie.
Call me Caledonia.
Caledonia. Sorry, I always shorten people's name when I love them. I
It's
apologize.
okay.
Her name Caledonia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure my name. I go by Captain.
Oh, she go by her nickname is Captain. So I have a text message and she was waiting for me. So okay. Trying to be on time for these lives and troubleshoot your life. What is that over there? Oh, okay. Just making sure it don't look. Wait a minute. I don't want my office to look too crazy. Let's move this. I done moved. I just seen that I saw that in the background. Of course, Jovan calls when I'm on live. I'm going to tell him. Listen, I'm going to get started because I'm turning into one of those people who be like, when I be on their lives, I be like, hurry up, and they be waiting for everybody to be like, let me know if you're in the chat, and they be waiting to get started. They be like, okay, where you signing in from? I know where you signing in from. I just text my other one.
science upstairs.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, here we go. I listen. My one loyal one. It is Wednesday. It's midday, so I understand people are at work. This is an odd time. That's why this is. I'm gonna do this same launch, prompt launch version again at another time, at a probably in an evening schedule as well. But since we are getting started, oh hello, thank you, thank you for being here. I am trying my best. I think that this experiment is going to be lovely, you guys. Thank you, Caledonia. Mwah.
I'll see.
And I think that it's going to be a great experiment. I'm going to do lives every week so that we can keep up with the journal experiment. So, welcome to my live webinar. This is the first one for the Creative Life Journal workbook experiment. But if you don't have a workbook, which I know you don't, I didn't launch them yet, you can sign up on the wait list. But you don't need one for this. I'm starting with the first prompt of the workbook and pretty much teaching you how to journal from your future mindset and taking you through what the power of expressive writing is. So, hi, Godfrey Allure. Monica! I love you. That is so cool. You are going to, Monica, yes, you better journal with me. This is going to be a great experiment. I love, oh my God. And you should have gave me the jewelry. She has beautiful jewelry, Godfrey Allure. And so do Shelly, y'all. Wait a minute. I got the ring palette. Don't worry, Shelly. I will put it on right now. And Monica, I better get to you soon so I can get me some Allure. Wait a minute. Shelly's ring palette. It stays with me. And of course, do I not have it? Shelly. Okay, I'm doing another live, Shelly. I'm going to have it. I promise. I kept it in my drawer for so long. I think I wore it. Anyway. This is so unorthodox me in this live. I know. I love y'all, though. Blaze. Thank you for signing on. Let me get to it because I got to get y'all this gem so we can be doing our little thing because we all about to have a cute little story. And, guys, this is a great breakaway from... I won't say talking, but if it's something that you really don't want to share, you can put it here. It'll be good. But you are going to connect the dots because we're going to build a story in our journaling experience. Now, you can use a blank piece of paper, or guess what, y'all? You can use the journal app. Let me show you. I have the journal app. Download the journal app, and you can talk to it. So when you have a prompt from the workbook, you can reuse the workbook with a different story and just go by and speak to your journal app with the prompts. If you don't have a workbook, don't worry because I'm taking you through an entire workbook teaching you how to use it with each prompt every week live. So it's going to be a 30-day challenge. Now, the challenge for the 30 days hasn't started. This is getting the system going. This is getting you guys the knowledge of understanding the power of expressive writing. We are going to do our first session for the experiment. We're going to explore one powerful idea, just one. We're going to write from our future mindset and listen, hopefully this going to change our life and we going to do it together. So we going to know. Y'all my focus group, okay? Y'all going to be the focus group. I'm going to document what you share and let me know if this helps you, if it works. We're working on our mindset so that basically we have somewhere to unclutter our problems. We're going to put them in a story instead of letting them live and control our thinking and all that. So you can use an empty notebook, your favorite journal, your phone app, but eventually we all going to be using the Creative Life Journal workbook together. So because it's going to give you prompts and you can use it without me, but we're going to go through this experiment right quick and you guys can order after the wait list opens up and the journal is launched. Right now, it is still being, I'm building the wait list. So make sure you guys sign on the wait list. Sign on the email wait list so that you will get messages and then you'll be alerted and then you'll be able to purchase. So now think about this. I want y'all to think about, what if you could write yourself into who you really want to be? What, like, wouldn't that be bomb? Like, for real. Now, I'm not saying like just imagine it. I'm saying, what if today there was a flash news alert that we could literally write the person we want to be, the dream self, the things, that we want in our life? Wouldn't that be like amazing, game changer? Like, what would you write? What would it be? Now, you guys, excuse me. Definitely that coughing. See, that's what, you know what? I missed my editing. I could have cut that out. But okay, let's go to this next. Let me see if y'all can see this. Okay. Desikole host, write the person you will become. Okay. Everybody, I want y'all to think about, because this is who we're getting ready to start journaling and our little prompts. 5 minutes every day, or 15, 5 to 15. But I'm going to guide you weekly on what those prompts are so that we can be all on the same page. So if you were the hero in your own movie and you had a new desire and you're stronger than you are today, you're better, healthier, richer, you may even be kinder, less anxious, who would that be? I want you to start having that person in the side of your mind, because she's going to have a name or he's going to have a name. So I see who you all are. So you can use your own name, but it may be, Princess such and such, or Queen Desi. I could say Queen Desi is my future self. We can do many names. It doesn't have to have your own name in it, but I just want you got that in mind. So now, when we write this person, it's not a wish. It's going to be a lived reality. So the expressive future focused journaling, it trains your subconscious to feel like you've already arrived. And when you feel that way, you make different decisions. So that's the purpose. Like, yes, it's an illusion, because if you want to write yourself as a $30 million top tier exec living in the top of New York, I want you to do that. And I want you to name that person, and I want you to name your office, everything. Whatever that future best self, how you see yourself 5 years or more from now, that's who I want you to name. That's the person we're going to create, okay? Do y'all know? Look, Jovan, I'm on a live. He can't even focus. Bothering his mom for the window that she's on the live. It's okay. But anyway, this is the reason I did this journal experiment, is because I was having a problem processing grief, living life, and staying creative and managing all my busyness, right? So I had created a life notebook, a big giant notebook, and I had tabs, and I labeled the tabs, and the tabs are the most different kind of labels anybody ever seen, okay? I labeled these tabs anything that was bothering me. So say if it was a family member we had a relationship problem, I would name that tab, and I would have a section in that life notebook just for that. And some of you may know about that, because I took this notebook to work, and everybody, next thing you know, we were making notebooks at work. Everybody was like, what's that? I'm like, this is my life journal. It's a lot. It has sections. Pretty much, I decided to do the same thing with this workbook, but I use screenwriting structure. So the thing is, before we get to our future best self, we're going to have to deal with those doubts, those limiting beliefs, the heavy, anxious feeling in your gut that I call, guess what? Ghost. The ghost could be from your past, the present, or your fear of the future. But it's ghost. It's something that's haunting you. Unresolved, unforgiven, undealt with. It's pressed down. Or it's there surface, but you don't talk about it. You never claim it, name. You it's too much for you to think about. Now this doesn't have to be a hurtful ghost, but if you got one, I suggest go ahead and name that hurtful ghost, and that's what we're gonna deal with. It whispers stuff to you because it still lives there, because we can't um it whispers stuff to you because it controls the pain. It's connected to a pain. So certain things like music, memories, anything, it'll whisper stuff to you like you can't, you won't, you're stuck. So if we evict the ghost and you open room for the revelation, which is a new identity and a new desire, we actually can create better. We could actually come up with that $1 billion idea. We will pick that $1 million stock. We will actually do better with whatever we're doing because we don't have these toxic things living in us. So today, here's the goal for this live that I want to do. I want to identify the situation that's bothering you, and we're gonna, with that situation that's bothering you, we're gonna just write down who am I. You just gonna keep it to yourself. You can put in your phone notes. You can write, but you're gonna answer these questions, and then we're gonna deal with what I know doesn't work. That means, what I do know is don't put your purse on the floor. You won't have money. So if that doesn't work for you, because it's like, look, I am blessed. I have money, but I put my purse on the floor all the time. We're just going to write that actual piece of information down. We're going to journal that. And then we're going to name our new identity. Whoever that is, whatever that ghost is, we're going to name it. I mean, not ghost. Our new desired person. You guys get it. So that's the goal for this live. So we're going to try this real quick. I'm going to take you through these slides. Here's the next one. And this one is the first part. Identify the situation that's bothering you. What situation, feeling, or block keeps haunting my creative life? So for me, the situation that was haunting, and that's the first page in the journal, one of the first pages in the journal workbook. The situation that was bothering me was, it was challenging. I had grief on top of grief on top of grief. So there was one situation that I didn't have power over, but it was really, really burdening me. So I'm going to write that situation down just to make sure that I have evicted that ghost so it doesn't continue to haunt me, because sometimes we think we let things go, but we didn't. So if you have a blank piece of paper, I want you to uncover the ghost. I want you to do 5, it don't have to be 5 minutes, but I want y'all to right now just name your ghost. If your ghost is a toxic relationship, I need you to name that toxic relationship. If your ghost is a job that you hate, or you just can't take it anymore, or at your job you're not making enough money, whatever that thing is, I want you to name that ghost, y'all. I want you to write it down. So we all know that we wrote down what the ghost is. So I'm gonna write mine down. Now y'all can write yours. Now if you don't have, remember, you don't have to have the workbook right now. You're writing down the situation that's bothering you. So we're going to write down, you can write it on a blank piece of paper. And we're going to name it, give it a name. So, my ghost is, my ghost is the unhealed trauma of grief for a season where I wasn't healing the way I should. So I'm going to name that season. So, because you don't have to name a person a ghost. It can be a thing, a food. It could be anything that is bothering you. So the grief journey for a certain time was my ghost. So I'm going to call that ghost the lackluster lemon, which I do have a book called that. You know me, y'all. I'm so crazy. So the lackluster lemon, that's my ghost. You can name your ghost. You can be creative. You can name it, Earth, Wind, or Fire Blaze. You can name it whatever. Be creative, though. The key is I'm making you be creative with this. So we're not journaling depressed. We're not journaling with, uncomfortable intent and stuff like that. Just name this fun ghost. It's not fun because it's a real situation that bothers you, but hey, I'm going to give it a fun title. The lackluster lemon. That's my ghost. I want to get rid of the lackluster lemon because the lackluster lemon, for me, it pops up, y'all. It pops up. It's a group of emotions. Not that I don't want to feel, because we have to feel, and that's what's therapy for. Yep, you go to your therapist and you talk to them, and you can eat the lackluster lemon. That's the name of our book, y'all. Eating the lackluster lemon. Okay, but the lackluster lemon are bitter moments, bitter situations, y'all. So as a screenwriter, I'm doing 15,000 things. I'm over here. I'm doing a revision on Dana's script for Tubi. I'm finishing my indie film, Dog Belly. Y'all know that. Doing 15 million different things. But because I channel the mind mapping through journaling, I'm able to not feel anxious. I still feel overwhelmed when I don't plan. But journaling this way through expressive writing is really strategic planning. So it's like you have somewhere to put one situation, and then we just gonna build on the change. We're gonna build on, creating our future thoughts and training our mind to feel a certain way from the future mindset. So if you guys have named your ghost, put it in the chat. Y'all gotta let me know. Did you come up with a name? I want y'all to name y'all ghost. You know what the name of my ghost is, the lackluster lemon. I don't want the lackluster lemon popping up for the rest of my life. I need it to get squoze out and eaten or drink up. I need the lackluster lemon to just stop being there. That's my ghost, the lackluster lemon. And as I journal this story, the lackluster lemon will thin out. It will, what is it called? Disappear, dissipate, I don't know. I'm thinking of surgical terms too. Sometimes the scripts from Grays, y'all, them surgical terms be in my mind. I'm like, I learned how to do surgery a few times, just a little bit. I might be able to do some real emergency, sewing up a couple livers. I don't know. I know where to puncture. Anyway, put it in the chat. Let me know. Y'all, tell me if you named your ghost. Thank you. Thank you, Blaze. Effective strategic journaling. That's really good, Desi Pooh. Thank you, Blazy Pooh. Did you name your ghost? I need you to name your ghost. I can't be the only one around here with a ghost. What situation, feeling, or block keeps haunting your creative life? It takes 2 seconds. We know what they are. Now, we probably got a bunch, but we gonna deal with, I'm gonna say, one ghost at a time. So even though the lackluster lemon is a series of moments, of events that bother me, I grouped them all up into one ghost, lackluster lemon. So you can have one specific ghost. You could, Dewan! Oh, I miss you, Dewan. Did you name your ghost? Thank you. Dewan said you are so beautiful. Dewan, thank you. Listen, yesterday I did a test and I was looking like a ghost. I didn't know that the YouTube was going to keep it and then put it out there. I thought it's a test. I don't know. It should have said private. I don't know. But it's out there. It's on my channel and I look like a real ghost. I said, it's okay. I got to get this out here because I think that this may help us all creatives, because everybody on this chat actually is a creative. which is the purpose of this channel. Because, we all create many things: movies, scripts, hairstyles, makeup, clothes, jewelry, creative. This is the Creative Life Chronicles. So I want us to get our mind right to be able to create, because I realize that everything starts with your mindset. Every single thing. You can't even go get ready to buy a new house, y'all, if your mindset isn't right. Because I have lost so much money making the wrong decisions with big moves because my mindset wasn't right. It's crazy. I feel like I've lost money that. What's your ghost, Godfrey? Your ghost is Tony. That's your ghost? Okay. No? What's your ghost name? I want you to name your ghost. Dewan, put it in the chat. Name that ghost. Because I'm going to take you somewhere with this. I need you to name the ghost. I name my ghost, the lackluster lemon. We have our situation, feeling, or block that's haunting us and is keeping us from being creative. Name that ghost today. Right now. And put it in the chat. Okay. Shelly, you still thinking. Okay, Shelly, what is a deep situation or a person that you have triggers, and it triggers you to just feel doubt, stress, or as soon as it comes to mind, you can't operate or function, or you just get sad. Okay, I like that. Go ahead. Yes, Godfrey. Listen, that's a good one. So we know the name of your ghost. Mine is the lackluster lemon. Yours is the moody mother. I like that. Okay? And Dewan, I'm waiting on your ghost. And my son was supposed to be on here and supposed to be the biggest #1 supporter. It was like, I can't wait for the journal, and then he's not on here. Y'all, sorry. Texting on live, that is crazy. I know I need to not do that. Okay, back to, did we get them ghost name? Okay. All right. Let's deal with. Okay. So if y'all you still thinking of yours? Still thinking? Okay. Well, we're gonna move on to the next slide. I know we got 2 ghosts already here: the moody mother and the lackluster lemon. We gonna go ahead. Okay. All right. Minding Minnie. All right. Mending Minnie. That's what we got? Okay. Mending Minnie. We got 3 ghosts. Mending Minnie, lackluster lemon, and the moody mother. Dewan, where your ghosts? I know you got some ghosts. Now, you ain't got to get rid of all the ghosts, Dewan, but you got to get rid of one, because we're going to start chipping these out of here. Now, guess what? Once we get to the end of this journal experiment, we all will have, you'll see, we're going to have a new revelation, a new desire, and we're going to be thinking from a different mindset, so that ghost won't have power with us anymore at all. So Dewan, go ahead, come on, name that ghost. You can do it. I'm gonna give you a few more seconds and I'm moving to the next slide, because I know that ghost is there and you ready to, we can't evict it, Dewan, until we name it. So I want you to name that ghost and you put it in the chat. I did not mark it to let everyone know, but this is great because I love everyone on my chat. So already my heart is like, oh, this is so good, because I'm connected and I want to see y'all. I want to see y'all, do well, because all of us are going to be, y'all going to trip out where we all going to be for a year from now. I already know the power of this experiment. where we gonna be a year from now, because it's gonna ignite your creativity. Like, I never dreamed I could finish my script after losing my dad. I finished it while, planning his funeral. I never dreamed I would wanna. I did lose the desire to write, do a movie. I lost the desire for everything after I lost my mom. So I really have had a time trying to birth my creativity and feel normal again and get back to living and being creative, because being creative, we look at it, y'all, like it's something we do extra, because right now we just trying to survive. We just trying to pay our bills. We're just trying to get through the day. So how the heck we gonna do some big grand stuff like write a movie, produce a movie, make a band, write a song, produce a new wig, create this new hairline, develop this jewelry line, develop your clothing line? How do you do that outside of your survival? That's what we gonna master from doing this journal experiment, though. You're gonna be able to do anything, because now you're gonna have a structure for how to manage your daily thoughts. You're gonna be able to create daily because you're used to mind mapping. And you're probably gonna be kind of like screenwriters when we're done, because I'm taking you through as methodical, but it's definitely strategic plan with a little bit of emotional, like, massage, because we're delusional. We're gonna think from our future mindset. So it's gonna be great. So I hope that okay, we got 3 ghosts named. I'm still waiting on Dewan to get his. Dewan, I want you to name your ghost, because we creating these characters for our journal. Now, we're the hero in our journal experiment, but we are evicting these dang ghosts, all of us. So this is why I wanted to do a focus group first before I really put the workbook out there, which the workbook is still getting ready to go out there. It's just that I didn't want nobody to feel like it's work, because at first my son was like, Mom, I don't feel like doing homework. And some homework we got to do because it's going to help our life and it's like going to move us forward. So I'm like, look, homework is homework, but some homework is best and it's good for us. So y'all gonna enjoy this week after this journal experiment today, because you're gonna have somewhere that you have put some of this clutterness. We're gonna unclutter some of our problems. So I want you guys to get excited. Stay with me. Stay with me. I'm getting through it. Okay. So if y'all have named the ghost, we named the situation, we know what it is. We named it. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next one, even though I didn't get your ghost. But guess what? Next week, I got big moves for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Next week, I got some. I'm going to do another live, and we're going to have some slides. I think I got to do these slides again one more time, y'all, to go through this, just because I didn't mark it at all this live. So it was just like I told y'all a few people, and then okay, we got another ghost. I love it. Crony is her name. Crony? Crony. Chromie. Chromie is her name. Okay, we got 4 ghosts. We got the lackluster lemon, Chromie, minding Minnie, and moody mother. Those is 4 ghosts that we're going to be evicting, y'all. I love it. We got to evict them from our gut, and we got to do it for real. So I love that. Chromie, you getting ready to get out of here. So we know our ghost. Okay, so I'm gonna move to the next slide. Let's go. Let's see what it is. So this next one, the journey begins with this one. Uncover the ghost. Every creative block has a source, a ghost living rent-free in your mind. It speaks in self-doubt, procrastination, and fear. This exercise uncovers it. Y'all know that. That's what I was telling y'all. And look how that little screen looks, our little ghost. So we know that. We done talked about it. I got everybody's ghost. I don't think I still got yours. I'm waiting, Dewan. Where your ghost? I got Shelly's Chromie ghost. Okay, Chromie, Moody Mother, Mending Minnie. Okay. The lackluster lemon. These ghosts might turn into some famous novel villains, y'all. So you never know. You wrote it down though, right? Y'all got if you got to do the journal map, don't 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 trip. Put it in there. Put your name in there. 1 second, y'all. That's crazy. I gotta sit here and answer a text. Um, what I was gonna say is, what I was gonna say is, I want you guys to get comfortable with the villain the ghost. So Shelly, you named Chromie. We know Minding Minnie. We know the lackluster lemon, and we know Moody Mother. TMM, Moody Mother, Minding Minnie, and Dewan. I'm still waiting on yours. What's the name of your ghost? You done had enough time to think about it. If you're still there, I want you to figure it out because we need these villains. We got to get rid of these villains today. So now that we know what the villains are, we're going to have a easier time. Oh, Danielle's gonna be just getting on. Desikole. She says she can't. I know. Let me see. Desikole, YouTube. She's trying to get on. It's two Danielles and. Okay. I'm gonna see if she signs on right quick, y'all, so we can catch her up. Can y'all believe it? Y'all spending time with me in my office. So I have a lot of strategic planning to do to finish the film, content creation on Friday, production meetings, shot list. Jovan has to go. He's scouting right now. Just things going on, and you guys are here with me. It means a lot. You're at work with me, and I am so grateful to be journaling with y'all. Even though we just doing this one prompt. See, once y'all get the system down, you're gonna see it doesn't take anything. You can just go in your phone and answer the prompts, and you'll get results. You're just gonna feel different. You're gonna feel like the things that was bothering you, they don't have power. So you're going to they don't have power, so you're going to, let me see. You're going to have felt like you unloaded something, like you cleaned out that junky drawer in your kitchen or your trunk. It's gonna be good. So let me see if she's gonna be able to sign on. Wait, there's a way that I could share it, huh? They say I can share this page that I'm looking at, y'all, for the broadcasting streaming. It's not simple. It's a whole bunch of technical looking stuff, and I don't see on the other page on YouTube. I saw where you could share it at the top, but I guess that's after it's recorded. I don't know. But what I am about to do is, she's texting me now. She was texting me earlier, excited about it, and I was like, girl, I'm getting ready. I'm just, my camera not really working. This camera is the webcam. That camera's working, but it's not connecting with the thing that I don't know, guys. It's all, for me, it's just all this tech. I'll have it together by next week though. But I'm gonna send her the YouTube. Ain't that crazy? I watch people on these lives and I'll be like, get to the point, get to the point. And here I am. See, I won't be judging no more. They done had technical issues and everything. Okay, I know. Let's see. With this, you can share. I'm sharing it with her. She could find me any other time. I don't understand why she can't just find me. Okay, hold on. Okay, share. Got it, y'all. Can y'all believe them? Now, some of y'all at work, this means a lot that you on here with me. You're going to be you guys, you're going to have a novel when it's done. And if you want to turn it into a screenplay, guess what? You can do that as well. And guess what? I have another live that I'll be working with screenwriters, script revision work. So you'll have your outline from your story. So that's why we're being creative with naming the ghost. That's why we're going to be creative along the journey. We're creating And if you do things creatively, it's so painful. Like, I'm sure for whatever reason you named your ghost Chromie, Shelly. That's a good look. Chromie is sound villain. I love Minding Mindy. I love Moody Mother and the Lackluster Lemon. Okay, so these villains we created in our story, they you know what? They not gonna win. They not gonna win this battle, and that's the key. That's the key. So let's see if Danielle can get on. I want her to be able. We still on the first part. Okay, so the live, it says live. She should be able to sign on. Let me see. On YouTube, it says, did y'all leave? Everyone left? It says only one watching. Hold on. Let me see. The good news is it's recorded. I'm going to send this to Danielle. And I'm gonna see this time of day, y'all. I understand. I chose the middle of the day for a reason, and I feel like sometimes people could do it at lunch. Sometimes you having one of those days, and we have to just get a break away, and we're gonna do it at lunch. Sometimes we have to journal to our future self. Because listen, the real self right now, we dealing with a lot. So, okay. Alrighty. Listen, she didn't sign on, but when she get on, she can catch us up. We're going to go ahead and move to the next one. Can you believe I can't? I'm not doing it now. I told him that I am on this live. Jovan, can you believe out of all people? I told him I'm on a live and he keeps calling. Have your stuff together, y'all. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, let's get going. I'm trying to get y'all to see the benefits. So I'm going to keep going. Thank you for staying here with me. I know that everyone's at work and they only could do so much. Let's see. Let's get to the next slide. Write a short paragraph as a mini screenplay scene. You are the hero. The ghost is the villain. Set the scene. Where are you when this ghost shows up? So what I want you to do real quick, I just want you to write the thing that irritated you the most about that ghost. So just pick, like, the lackluster lemon shows up for me anytime I go shopping. So pretty much the lackluster lemon for me is a sore, a pain. It's a pain that I get from the loss of my mother. So that pain, I feel like I can't control it because I'm still crying. Like, I have to go different routes because I'm like, oh, I can't drive past there. It makes me cry. So it's definitely, healing better through grief therapy over the years. But the lackluster lemon shows up whenever it wants to. It controls me. I don't control it yet. So that's why I'm naming it. And it's a group of sore pains that come from me feeling bitter about the loss. So I have to let go of the bitterness. I have to let go of the it's a group. The lackluster lemon is a lemon filled with sour doubts that came in my mind. Did I help her enough? Did I go home enough? Oh, if I would have never moved to another city. All those things, which we know that's not the case. That's not what she would want me to be allowing to bother me. So that group of bothering doubts, limiting beliefs, losing the desire that I had for certain things because she wouldn't be here, I gotta let that go. So I call the lackluster lemon a lemon full of sour moments. And that's my ghost. So my lackluster lemon has a body, a lemon body, legs, and an ugly old head, like a little demon. And that's my ghost. So if I describe the lackluster lemon in detail and I want to be creative, guess what I'm going to do? One day, I was going into Steinmart and the lemon showed up at the door. Like, don't come in here. You know you ain't going to be able to shop here. You don't have your mother. Because I always went to Steinmart with her. So, the lemon shows up. So say I push past, I ignore it, and I go and I keep shopping because I went to that store for a reason. I had to get another set chair, and they just had them all the time. So I'm like, nope, I'm going through. I'm going to get to this store. I got to go to work. I had to get a new set chair. We going on location. So I go to the back. I'm seeing all these certain outfits that she had. They still there. I remember she had that sweater. Oh, my God. It was like going in her closet. It was torture. It was like going in a haunted house. Not that it was scary, but it was hurtful because I can't even breathe. I can't even get to the chairs because I keep seeing all this stuff. It was like my mommy's favorite jewelry box. Oh, she loved those shoes. She loved those earrings. It was too much. I had so much anxiety. So I grabbed the chair and I went to the front of the store. And then I set the chair down and I ran outside. I just went past the checkout and I ran outside and went to the car and I cried, which I had to do it though. I had to get it out. But it's really for real, like the lackluster lemon demon was at the door like, ha ha ha, ha ha, you ain't gonna be able to go on with your day. I'm gonna make you feel bad. I'm gonna keep you sad. You're not gonna be able to go to work and be happy today. You're not gonna have a good day. So do y'all understand where I'm getting at? So but even though that happened, I did go back in and get the chair. I cried. I let it out. I exhaled, and I said, I can't live like this. Every store reminds me. Everywhere I go reminds me of her. We did everything together. So I rang the chair up, and I came on and went on with my day and went to the car. That moment wasn't exclusive and the only one. This happened at Target. It just was happening a lot. So it was consuming me. It was like I couldn't function as a normal person. So this is why I'm journaling the lackluster lemon. I see it. I visualize it. It's an ugly lemon body, all yellow, looking like a big old tubby ugly lemon. But I like lemons, but this is a lackluster lemon. This is a sour, negative, bitter spirit, and with a curly wig. I should say is, and another one I will have another y'all gonna laugh, but I got this from somebody else. But my other ghost is a backwards walking giraffe with a curly wig. And I didn't make that up. I got that from another coach. And I'm like, that's exactly. She calls a group of individuals a backwards walking giraffe with a curly wig. And guess what? I got to eliminate that ghost too. And I have in so many ways, but we'll deal with that one. But right now, I'm going to deal with this first big old fat forward walking lemon, dancing lemon, the lackluster lemon with the curly wig. I'm going to deal with him first. Because once I get him out, the backwards walking giraffe ain't going to have no friends. Because the lackluster lemon, he got a bunch of friends. Those limiting beliefs, those doubts, those moments of you don't want to have a wedding, your parents can't be there. Like, that's that lackluster lemon. It robs you of the peace and the things you wanted it to do in life that were fun. So, oh, Shelly laughing, it's true. that lackluster lemon, he gotta go, y'all. So I am grateful that y'all doing this with me. This is a cool experiment, and it's gonna be fun. Oh, lunch break is over. I will watch it later. Thank you, Blaze. Of course, I know you'll watch it later, and I know you named your ghost, so you're gonna get to it. I know. Work. We have work, y'all. I'm on hiatus, and so my work is this. I have to come in here and eat the lackluster lemon and get rid of it, right? And be creative. So doing this journal experiment is actually a healthy tool and resource for staying on course, staying committed hmm to your creative endeavors. That's what I want to motivate and get people to do on the Creative Life Chronicles, because a lot of people, we all stuck in our grief journey. Sorry, it's gone. I got too much fun with this gum. It was over here. But anyway, I'm not sure if Danielle was able to sign on, but she can watch it later. What I'm going to do is move on to the next slide. So hopefully, I don't know if you did, Shelly. I don't know if you did, DeWine. Let me see. If y'all still here, I want you to write down in vivid detail where you are when this ghost shows up. Remember, like I wrote down, mine was in Steinmart, Target, shopping, malls. That's where I am at when the lackluster lemon shows up. So now, y'all know, after this journal experiment, after we do this blueprint, this outline, this gonna be a novel. I'm going to turn my pain into profit. And I suggest y'all do the same thing. You're going to have a vivid, nice story connected with dots that has changed you and can help change somebody else. So that's the goal. You're going to have an IP when we're done, an intellectual property. So don't cheat yourself with the prompts. Don't just say anything. Be creative, be thoughtful, and most of all, be mindful. We want this to work. And we have to eliminate these ghosts. We have to evict the ghost. It's a must. So I want you to set the scene where you are when this ghost shows up. If it's a paragraph, if you want to speak it into your journal app, because you know you can speak it into your notes app. You can hit microphone and you could just talk. You don't have to do handwriting. You don't have to feel like school if you don't want to. All you need to worry about is journaling this, getting it out. So if that means speaking, speak. I don't know if my camera is on for a minute. Hold on, the other camera, y'all. Let me move this right here to see. Okay. I don't know, y'all. Hold on. Okay, I think it is now. Thank y'all for being so patient with my imperfections. But yes, I want y'all to understand that this method helps us, because in movies, the hero, they're taken on a journey. They face conflict. They learn moral lessons and new truths, but they return changed. That's the real power of it. So journaling to our future, from our future mindset, is going to be powerful. But most of all, y'all, we're going to have us a blueprint for a novel. So name that ghost. I want you to name the ghost and set the scene where you are when this ghost shows up. I want that. I want that in your notes or your journal app, or written down on a piece of paper. You can write it in your empty notebook. I do know that you guys in the future soon will have a Creative Life Journal workbook. As soon as I work out the printer and the distribution situation. But for now, you do it on your paper. But this will also help you be able to know, when you get the workbook, you can continue to use the workbook as prompts, and we can continue to eliminate more ghosts. You'll be able to go through the workbook easy when there's more stress in your life, and it's just gonna be so beneficial. You know, you can sit down and just write yourself a whole nother novel. You can write it in science fiction. You're going to be able, we're building a character arc for you and the villain. So, gonna be bomb. So, now, if y'all ready, I'm gonna go on to the next slide. I appreciate y'all patience, and I hope that you all have set the scene where you are when this ghost shows up. We name the ghost. I want to know, where's Chromie? Oh, Danielle. Hi, Danielle. Show you are a boss babe. She said, hi, boss babe. I'm her boss, and she my boss babe. Listen, Danielle, we are on exercise 1. And exercise 1 pretty much helps us understand the importance of I went back, y'all. Uncovering the ghost. Every creative block has a source. A ghost living rent free in your mind. It speaks in self doubt, procrastination, and fear. And this exercise uncovers the ghost. We got to uncover the ghost first, y'all, because that is the villain in our movie. So we're writing a movie. Just that is the villain in our movie. So we're writing a movie, just so you know. And we all have named our ghosts, Danielle. My ghost name is the Lackluster Lemon. It's because it's a bunch of sour moments that they attack me whenever I would go shopping or try to do anything in the area or just certain things. And I was having a hard time in my grief recovery because of this pain that happens. Shelly says, hey, Danielle. So I named my ghost the Lackluster Lemon. Monica named her ghost Minding Minnie. No, Mother. That's Blaze. Blaze named her ghost Minding Minnie. Monica named her ghost, what was it? Moody Mother. The Moody Mother. And Shelly named hers Chromie. I need you to name your ghost, Danielle. This is the situation that's bothering you. It's living rent free in your mind, and it certain things trigger it. It comes out. Now, I know a few of your ghosts, and you know a few of my ghosts, because you like my daughter. We spend a lot of time at work together. We spend more hours together than our family. So don't. Now, I will tell you, I was going to say, don't name them all. Just pick one so we can make it the villain in this story, okay? Even though it's the villain, we're going to evict the ghost first. So don't you worry. We're not going to feel haunted during this journal experiment. We are going to feel relieved. You're going to feel like you let go. You cleaned out your trunk. So that's the first part. If you don't have Danielle has a workbook. She was at work with me she has the test one. On that first prompt, you can write it. Or if you don't have your workbook, you can have the journal app. And you could just answer the question. You can talk to the app. Or you could talk to your notes apps. So talk to your notes app and let's see. And write down the situation that's bothering you, which is a ghost. And we're going to give that a name. So she's thinking, y'all. She's thinking. Yay. Danielle's thinking. So listen, we all going to have some great IPs. Intellectual property. They are worth money too, y'all. When you finish this experiment, you will own your own IP. It's an intellectual property. It is a blueprint. But most of all, the most important benefit is we will have a mindset that we needed. We will have a mindset that is powerful. And we will be journaling from our future self. So, I want you to think about it, y'all. I want you to, when you name this ghost, don't just throw anything. This is the villain in your story. So name it something that's connected to the pain. So the Lackluster Lemon for me is this bitter lemon that wants me to feel sad about any good news or bad news because my mother's not around. The Lackluster Lemon shows up. It shows up at work. You see that it showed up sometimes when Fami would play the Temptations. I just couldn't hear the whole song because I have good memories of it. That was my mom's favorite song, but at work, it's just like I wasn't strong enough. So I feel like the Lackluster Lemon is that ghost. It comes to haunt me and make me feel bad, and it interrupts my grief recovery. So that's my ghost, the Lackluster Lemon. Full of sour moments. It wants me to feel bad. It doesn't want me to have a good day. It wants to show up no matter where I go, and it wants to make me think that I won't enjoy something because I don't have my mom to call. I won't get through a problem. I don't have my mother. And it shows up. It shows up when I see things that remind me of my dad. It shows up. It's just my relationship with grief of loss of my parents. I have to work on that. I have to eliminate that ghost. And I'm grateful to do it with you guys. This experiment. Y'all helping me. Okay. I love it. Danielle got the Hollow Queen. Yes, there we go. I love that. The Hollow Queen. You have named your ghost. We got some good ghosts here. We got Chromie, the Hollow Queen, Minding Minnie, Moody Mother, and the Lackluster Lemon. That's right. I want y'all to y'all you wrote that down? That's perfect. I love it, y'all. I'm glad you did that. Oh, I didn't even market this, y'all. And so we're gonna get back on here next week for the next step. Okay, so she caught up. Danielle got in here. She uncovered the ghost. I'm gonna move back to the next slide, which Danielle, now that you named the ghost, now that we know you named it, you gave it a title, the Hollow Queen. Now you're gonna take the Hollow Queen and you're gonna write a quick paragraph, just a little scene. Where are you when the Hollow Queen shows up? Shelly, where are you when Chromie shows up? Put it in the chat, Shelly. I want to know, where are you when Chromie shows up? Because when the Lackluster Lemon shows up, I'm shopping. I'm anywhere in the world. It's crazy. I can't have peace with this Lackluster Lemon. I could be here. It just shows up and it connects as if I'm never going to be happy again, or I can't create, because how you think you're going to do that? You know you really not smiling because you're happy. You're fake. Yes, that's how bad the Lackluster Lemon is for me. It's a grief demon. And it looks ugly. And my other demon, the other one I told y'all about, Shelly Lav, is the backwards walking giraffe with a curly wig. That's the ghost too. That ghost is in my next story. I'm getting rid of that one too. But I'm working on the Lackluster Lemon because it's full of its friends. It's a bunch of sour moments. The Lackluster Lemon, it's fat and it's ugly and it's mean. And I feel like if I eliminate that, I'm going to be able to get to my future mindset quicker. Then the next ghost I will eliminate is the backwards walking giraffe with the curly wig. And it's a lady on YouTube who named that, and she's so funny, but she helped me on my journey. I'm going to tell y'all about her later, but it's a reason. It's a group of people she called that. So, the backwards walking giraffe with a curly wig. Y'all can't fault me, yo. This is too good. Anyway, now that we named the ghost and you described it in vivid detail, I want you to describe it. You know how I just described the Lackluster Lemon? I want you to describe your ghost. And then we're going to move on to the next slide. What? Shelly. You said, heart. Carries that ache of wanting something so deeply but feeling emptiness. Okay, the Hollow Queen. Yep, we gonna evict the Hollow Queen though. The Hollow Queen cannot live in our future. So, based on your favorite genre style of movies, if you want to be like an investigative show and you want to murder the Hollow Queen, or you want to write a letter and evict the Hollow Queen and say you have to leave my empire. We're going to decide those things later. But right now, at least we know the Hollow Queen and how she shows up is what I need you to describe in vivid detail. How she shows up. Quickly, you could do it on your little, try to do it like a 3-minute or a 2-minute, or just write a sentence, little prompt, or you can do it on your phone if you don't have the journal workbook. But I want you to describe it in vivid detail. When does the Hollow Queen show up? When does Chromie show up, Shelly? And when does Minding Minnie show up, Blaze? When does the Moody Mother show up, Monica? I need y'all to know. DeJuan, you still ain't named your ghost. I'm waiting. I'm going to name your ghost in a minute, DeJuan. I don't know. I'm going to think about it, but I'm going to come up with something very creative for the name of your ghost. Because we got to evict this ghost, DeJuan, and we ain't got time to be waiting on him to be birthed. He already birthed. He lived there in your gut. He lives there, and he triggers you. He is the ruler of your self-doubt, your limiting beliefs, your grief, your loss of desire. He is ruling stuff. So let's name his butt or her butt. or they butt, whatever it is, we gonna name that ghost. So if you still here, Dewan, I want you to think about it. But if you're not and you watching this later, by the next time we meet live again, you will have named your ghost. And I want you to also have done your homework. You write a short paragraph as a mini scene, and the ghost is the villain. Set the scene. Where are you when this ghost shows up? And describe it in detail. Yes, I want y'all to do that. And it's not homework because y'all doing it with me now. We getting it done. Y'all gonna appreciate this. Now, where is, let me show Shell. I want her to get on here. Hold on. I'm gonna tell her to watch this. I'm gonna make her catch up. I made Danielle catch up, guys. Thank you for your patience. It won't be too long. We gonna get moving. We on the second one. Okay. I'm gonna see when she sign on. I have Neem Bean. Neem Bean is on. Neem Bean, you gotta catch up with us. You gotta catch up because we got work to do right quick. You know this is a journal experiment, and you know we are journaling to our future mindset. Plus, at the end of this experiment, in this journal, you gonna have your outline for your novel. So you writing a movie, writing a story, writing a book, whatever we want to call it. We are writing an intellectual property on here. So I want you to look at this right quick. This I let Danielle catch up. I wish Shell was signed on right quick. But listen, hold on. I want you to uncover the ghost. The ghost in your life, Nina. Every creative block has a source. A ghost living rent-free in your mind. It speaks of self-doubt, procrastination, and fear. This exercise uncovering it. Okay, no worries, Secret Place. I understand you. We gonna finish it. You'll be able to finish it tonight because it records it. So you'll be able to go back and watch. No worries. But real quick, Neem Bean, if you can, I just want y'all so y'all can have at least the headings. You can work on this after the live if you don't catch up real quick. But I want you to name the ghost in your life. So what I was telling everybody else, Neem Bean, the ghost in my life is the lackluster lemon, which is a big, I want you to visualize this ghost. It represents something that's been holding you back creatively. It lives in your gut. Now we have a lot of them, but we're going to evict one at a time. So this, for me, my ghost is named the lackluster lemon because it shows up every time I go shopping, anywhere me and my mother used to shop. It shows up when I think of things that I dream of and want to do. It ruins your creativity. It blocks you. It creates procrastination, self-doubt, fear. And so my ghost is the lackluster lemon. Now, Shelly's ghost is Chromie. Monica's is Moody Mother. And Blaze's is Minding Minnie. Everyone has a different ghost. Hi, Shell. Yeah, Shell, I want you to catch up. It's going good, Shell. Thank you for joining in. We are journaling to our future mindset. This is just the beginning of the workbook. You don't need it. If you don't have it, don't worry. You're going to get it, Shell. I just want you to know the first prompt, what we're doing is uncovering the ghost in our life. So, as you know, I've been explaining to everybody the power of this experiment. I'm going to do a live every week so we can move on to each step, and I'll guide you through the workbook. At the end of the workbook, guess what? You guys will have written from a future mindset. So we're all going to experience this and see if this takes us there, because you're training your subconscious to think from another mindset than you currently have. So my ghost, I have everybody uncover the ghost. Every creative block has a scene. I got y'all screenwriting with me, y'all. y'all screenwriters too. You gonna tell a story. The good news is when you finish this, you will have what's called an IP, an intellectual property. That means you can turn it into a novel. If y'all need help with that, I got you. Don't you worry. You could turn it into a novel, a screenplay, and you could sell it. So we're going to turn our pain into profit. Because one thing you can't do in life is be creative when you have so many ghosts in your gut, so many ghosts in the closet, so many ghosts in the basement. There's ghosts everywhere. So what I'm doing is having you uncover the ghost, because before we uncover it, we have to name it. So if you see this exercise 1, every creative block has a source. Ghosts living rent free in your mind. This ghost creates procrastination, self-doubt, fear, and this exercise is going to uncover it. So my ghost shell is my grief journey. I didn't know how to grieve, and I named my ghost the lackluster lemon, because it shows up if I go to Steinmart, Target, Cleveland, Fly, Airplane Lane, Land, everything. It was like this thing. It shows up. It makes me lose desire. It makes me have fear. And it just was crazy. So I had to name that ghost, and I call it the lackluster lemon. I got another ghost called the backwards walking giraffe with a curly wig. But for this journal experiment, it's going to be the lackluster lemon. So the lackluster lemon shows up every time I want to do something that I should be happy about. It also shows up every time I'm sad and can't figure out how to fix or make a decision. I became very indecisive. So uncovering this ghost and naming it is powerful, because I'm going to take you to the next step now that you're here. So hopefully, Shell, and just name one. Just pick one ghost. Nina, name your ghost. I want you to name it. Oh, Shelly said, hey, Shell. Okay. So look, after you name it, I want you to, you can speak in your app, Shell, in your notes app, and I want you to just speak the sentence if you don't feel like writing. You are the hero, but the ghost is the villain. I want you to set a scene. Where are you when this ghost shows up? Describe it in a vivid, detailed way. So, for me, the lackluster lemon shows up every time I go shopping, every time I fly, every time I go to Cleveland, every time I think of things that I really want to dream of. Then I'm like, oh my God, I won't be happy. It's not going to be a great day because my mother's not there. It's not going to be a great day. My father's not there. My lackluster lemon is unhealed grief of the loss. So the lackluster lemon looks ugly to me because it wants to ruin my day. It wants to take me down. It wants me to cry. I can't get through shopping because it wants to show up and be like, you're not going to be happy about that. So it's limiting beliefs, and it lives in my gut. So I have to evict that ghost. So that's what we're doing today on this live, evicting the ghost. So name the ghost. You see Shelly named her ghost Chromie. Monica named her ghost the Moody Mother. Blaze named her ghost Minding Mindy. And I named mine the lackluster lemon. And I think Danielle named hers the Hollow Queen. So Shell, name your ghost and then write in vivid detail how that ghost shows up. Does this ghost show up every time you go to a party? Does this ghost show up every time you back your car out the garage? Every time you go to sleep? Or when does this ghost show up? I need you to write that down in your notes app or on a piece of paper in your journal. But it's important. These steps have to be done in this order. So now, if you haven't thought in detail about it, it's fine. We can go back to it. Just make sure you started it, so when you go back to it, you'll know that I'm named the ghost, and I wrote in detail how this ghost shows up. So I'm going to go to the next slide. I love y'all. Neem Bean. Neem Bean is my worky queen. Look at that. Neem Bean, write your ghost down. I want you to write it down, because listen, this is a powerful experiment. Y'all don't know. Do this. Do what I say. Trust me. I got you. Plus, we're going to have an IP at the end. Everybody could turn these little things into novels and put that on Amazon and turn your pain into profit. So if your ghost is a backwards walking giraffe with a curly wig, that's fine. If your ghost is a moody cow, if your ghost is a large, crumble of bread, I don't know, name your ghost, whatever that thing is, and then describe it in vivid detail. Now I'm gonna move on to the next slide, y'all, so we can get to going on this. That was a 5-minute prompt. So now We did this part. My ghost is named the lackluster lemon. It first appeared when, okay, let me tell you when my ghost first appeared. It first appeared when I went to Steinmart in 2015. It looks like a big, fat, bright, ugly demon with curly hair, and it whispers, "You're never going to be happy again." So do y'all see that? My ghost is named. It first appeared when it looks like such and such, and it whispers such and such. Hi, Neem Bean. I need to really think about a name, but I love this. Yes, just go ahead and you can give it a temporary name. What is your ghost? um, Look at the slides and remember, uncovering your ghost is that thing that appears that makes you procrastinate, self doubt, limiting beliefs. It could be unhealed, like somebody you haven't forgiven. If there's a person that just keeps showing up in your life, anything. It could be a situation that's bothering you. That's the first prompt in the journal. We're going to name the situation that's bothering you. So since we named our, and y'all got some great names. Now remember, this ghost, Nina, is going to be the ghost in your story. This is the villain. And we're going to evict it. So it has to have a name. To name things, the Bible says name it so we can be delivered from it. We name it. It has to leave. When you call its name, it got to go. So I create a name for the ghost. But if you want to name the ghost what the ghost name really is, my friend, she bought a house over here in I forget by Van Nuys, and it's a real ghost that lived there. And she always, every time she tells me about the ghost, guess what, y'all? She called it the Inn with the black hoodie. That's her ghost. And she told me that ghost went to New Orleans with her one time. She needs to be on here. I forgot to tell her about this experiment, but I'm going to show her. I'm going to show her this so she can join. And I'm going to mark it so I can get this going and not just have it for my focus group. So anyway, name that ghost, Nina. It ain't going to take long. You know, name it. And then I want you to say, my ghost is named. It first appeared when, and it looks like such and such, and it whispers. Because when we give this a personality and we give it a title, we can really evict it. You can't hear me, Nee Bean? Did I do something? Can everybody else hear me? Maybe did you do something, Nee Bean? No. It say my mic is still on. This technology. I think. Can everybody else hear me? Try to see. I don't know why. Did it? I don't think it died down. It looks like. No, it's still streaming. Let me know. Let me know if it sound. It might be on your end, Neem Bean. I'm gonna move to the next slide. Let me know. Okay, so we got that. My ghost is named. It first appeared when. It looks like such and such, and it whispers. Oh, okay, no worries. Glad you logged back in. Okay, I'm going to move to the next slide. So y'all can. Okay, so the next is your identity meets the ghost. Now, understand that your current self has a challenge with this ghost. So, pretty much the question I asked, has the ghost shaped your creative identity? Be honest. This is your story. Now, the ghost has definitely shaped my creative identity. The lackluster lemon shows up wherever it wants. It comes to work. I told as you know, Danielle, I used to tell Fami when he played the Temptations, I couldn't hear the whole song without crying. And I'm like, I don't want to be at work crying. But the lackluster lemon creates that. It makes me want me to feel sad instead of glad that I had my mom and glad that I knew her. And it just reminds me so much of all the bad stuff. She's not here. Now you hear her favorite song. You're not going to be happy again. You, this, that. It's that lackluster lemon, I'm telling you. It's a terrible ghost. And it shows up. So the challenge for me and that ghost is I can't have a good day if it's going to just pop up when it wants to. It's going to control me and come show up whenever it wants to, make me feel sad, make me feel bad about something that we're all going to go through. But grief is the most hardest thing. That is the most challenging thing. So if we find a way to create while grieving, be creative with our grief, we can heal. Be, of course, faithful. God heals. He is going to get us through, and we are going. I really like that book Shell gave me, Grief Recovery. It did help me. But that lackluster limit tries to creep back in my life a lot sometimes. And I'll be like, wait a minute. Hold on. You got to go. So now I'm going to evict the lackluster limit for good during this journal experiment with y'all, because we're journaling from our future mindset. So my future mindset will not be still struggling with the lackluster limit. My future mindset is not going to still have a battle with the lackluster limit. That is going to change because I'm going to make it change. I'm going to write a new story. And I'm the hero in this movie. And the villain is going to be evicted, killed, murdered, shot down, sent back to the pits of hell or whatever. But it's going to be gone. So no more lackluster limit. Okay, good. I'm glad you can hear me now. Neen Bean. Did you name the ghost at least? If you catch up to the next exercise, this is about our current self. Who am I? So that's in the journal too. That's this page. Who am I? Basically, who am I with this lackluster limit in my life? What is the challenge? So this journal prompt, I want you to answer these questions. I am, the ghost tells me, but I know such and such. So I am Desiree. The ghost tells me I'll never be happy again, but I know that's not true. So that's an example. I want you to try to do it. Now, it may take more time. I get it. Y'all all might not be able to do this so fast and be like, hey, I could just journal this easy. I get it. Take your time, and you have you can see what these prompts are so that you can write them and say them. But I want you to definitely do them. Complete the sentences. I am such and such. The ghost tells me that I'll never get married. The ghost tells me I'll never be happy. The ghost tells me I'll never lose weight. The ghost tells me I'll never be rich. The ghost tells me I'll never move from Alabama or move out to the dream land that I want to live. The ghost tells me I'll never own $1 million. The ghost tells me I'll never be healed. Whatever the ghost tells you, I want you to write it down. So I am, the ghost tells me, but I know it is not true. But I know the ghost just wants me to believe that. But I know the ghost is not real. They're emotions and they're not real. So think about that, and you can speak it in your notes app, guys. You can write it down, but I want you to name that ghost, and I want you to evict. I want you to understand your current identity in relation to this ghost. It's who you are, you know right now, and it's your story. So right now, we're not in our future mindset yet, y'all. We're still in our current self. We are still journaling, right? We're getting rid of this. We're uncluttering. We got to evict this ghost. We're not the new identity yet. We're still our current self. So I am, the ghost tells me, but I know. The name of my ghost is Get Out. Okay. Get Out. All right. So listen, you name Get Out. And in the previous prompt, when does Get Out show up? I want you to write down every time, just a vivid, it don't have to be every time. Just write down a time when, the Get Out shows up. So if Get Out shows up every time you go to work, or Get Out shows up every time you go to school, whatever you do, I want you to write down and vividly explain, when does Get Out show up. Sometimes Get Out be showing up whenever there's intention. Because every intention is followed by a disruption. No matter if you trying to turn right into a driveway, why does the person jogging have to land right in the space that you turning in at that exact moment? You're like, Why couldn't you have been passing by already when I was down there? It's always meeting. It's just crazy. And I remember my brother saying that when I was younger, when he was turning in the driveway. He said, it's always somebody in your way. And I see that. I was like, that is so crazy. But I learned that with intention is immediately followed by disruption because of what? The spiritual world. They those emotions floating around, hearing what you're talking about, hearing your thoughts. So I want you to think about that journal prop. I'm gonna move on to the next one. I'm glad you named your ghost. Now, Shell, get the name of your ghost. You say I could. Oh, that's you who said your ghost is get out. Why did I think it was Nina? Nina, did you name yours? Shell, your ghost is get out? Okay, my ghost is get out. Okay, so you named it. And you want to remember, Shell, right when every time, not every time, but don't forget, write down a vivid description of when get out shows up in your life. So that was the prompt before this. So now when you get here, you write, I am such and such. The ghost tells me such and such, but I know. So you can do that later as your homework this week. You don't have to do it now, but I definitely want you to do it because we can't move on to the next steps until we handle one step. We got to, each step connects the dots. So, okay, the ghost shows up almost every time I get ready to go somewhere that I plan to go. Okay, all right, I get it. Okay, so I am Shell. The ghost tells me that I don't feel like going. The ghost tells me that I changed my mind. The ghost tells me that I'm not ready to go. The ghost tells me that I'm not going to have a good time. But I know the ghost is a lie. So that's how you fill that prompt up. But I know that I will enjoy myself. But I know that the ghost does not have power over me. So that's what you write. Y'all gonna see it's a trip. I wrote some stuff, y'all, and I am grateful for being a screenwriter. I loved it. I studied it. But I wrote some stuff that scared the dog crap out of me, y'all. I wrote something before, and it literally manifested for real in someone else's life. And I was like, that is, like, what? And only me and God knew. And I was just like, how did, and you know, like, no, it was too much. I ain't even picked that script up since. It was just weird. But there's power in journaling. So instead of journaling all the negative, depressing things, we're going to journal from our future mindset. But we have to get rid of the ghost first. So that's why I'm going to spend time with y'all every week live, getting rid of this ghost and journaling from our future mindset. So I will show up and I will get you guys onto the, onto this intellectual property that we all gonna have. And I love y'all villains. Shell, you got Get Out. Shelly got Chromie. Monica got Moody Mother. I got the Lackluster Lemon. Blaze got Minding Mindy. We got some good ghosts. And they gonna be the villain in this story. But hey, they not gonna live in our future mindset. We gonna evict them. So I'm gonna go to the next slide. The next one is overwhelming, organizing, procrastination, anxiety. Okay, so what's the name of that ghost? You need to name it. Name it, Nina. We gonna give, because my Lackluster Lemon has all those things in it. And it's a fat lemon, a fat sour lemon. The reason why I chose Lackluster Lemon, because it creates sour moments in my life. It just shows up and try to deter me from doing what I'm about to do. Okay, name it. You said I name mine. Name it. Okay? Now, we want to, before we can share this ghost, y'all, we want to understand our current self. So, before you can share the ghost, you must see who you are with it. You write your current identity. We just did that. Your strengths, your creative voice, your story so far. So, don't filter and don't minimize. Be creative. That's good, Name Bean. Now, give it a name. Give it a name so we can identify it. It needs an identity. So, your ghost, overwhelming, organizing, procrastination, anxiety. Okay, those things live in a mental haze. So you can name it mental hazel. You can name it mental hazel. Look, mental hazel, you cannot live here no more. Mental hazel has its children: overwhelming, organizing, procrastination, anxiety. If that works for you, it don't have to be mental hazel, but you get what my point is. We have to give this ghost the identity. Because as long as we just carry it in many things, we're not going to see it to frame it so that we can shave it off our subconscious. We got to shave it out. So give those things one name. They all live together. Like my lackluster lemon is full of all that. But my lackluster lemon is freaking ugly. Just like the backwards walking giraffe with the curly wig. I want you to name that ghost. Name it. Narrow it down. I know that's how you feel, but I want you to name it. Now, in writing your strengths, writing your current identity, your creative voice, your story, I want you to use that. Just jot down those words. You don't have to write a paragraph for this. Just write your strengths and your creative voice under that current identity. So Desiree, screenwriter, hairstylist, author, producer, co-director, mother. I could just write down all the things that I identify with the lackluster lemon in my life. That's the key. I'm going to do this with the lackluster lemon in my life. This journal exercise, it seems, oh my God, y'all going to see. It's going to be good though. But you have time. You can come back and fill those in. You can come back and make sure you have done that by the end of the week, by the next live. Which I don't know if this time works good for y'all, but I might do it later. So sometimes I might have to do 2 so I can get the time. Because I did do this in the middle of the day. People at work. Ain't nobody around. I still was being shy. And I didn't even market that much. But that's okay. I'm going to market it. And people are going to uncover the ghost. And we're going to win on this one. We're going to win. But don't filter, y'all. You see the prompt? Write your current identity, your strengths, your creative voice. People will be shocked at this me time that you're doing for yourself. Is going to have a therapeutic benefit to you, to your mood, to your life. You're going to feel relieved. You got rid of some emotional baggage, but you being creative with it. And we're framing it differently. So we don't have to feel so overloaded and overwhelmed. We're going to name the ghost. It's okay. Name that villain. Name that sucker. I got another book I'm starting. It's called Suckers of the Soul. That's a group of suckers. Suckers of the Soul. That is the name of that one. But anyway. Okay. I got you. Oh, thank you, Neem B. I'm at the gym. It's good. That's okay. Because guess what? You could just name it in your journal, in your not journal app if you don't have it, in the notes app. You could just if you own a go and you doing the journal prompt, you can just speak it to the notes app. So hit the microphone and answer the question. My current identity is hairstylist, amazing mother. I am an author. A lot of strengths. I'm stylish. I can do hair in good ways, and I own a beauty salon. Write that identity down, because this is who is dealing with the ghost. Everything you identify right now, that's who's in battle with the ghost. The ghost is in that person's life. The hairstylist, the beauty shop owner, the mother, the worker bee, the hustler, whatever you identify yourself as. Yes, you can do it in the app. And when you get home, you can write it down. And you could do voice prompts. You could just talk it to your notes. You can just hit your notes and speak it into the thing. And your notes, guess what your notes will do? You could be listening to me, and look, you could do like this. And you see this notes app? You could hit this microphone, and guess what? It's gonna be recording everything I'm saying. Y'all see that? Y'all see everything I'm saying is just going in the notes app. So you can answer each journal prompt right in your notes app. But of course, I want you to buy the workbook eventually, because you're going to be able to have more than one story. We're going to eliminate more than one ghost. But this outline is going to be one story that you, a book, a novel. So that's why you're going to be creative during the journal experiment. You're going to create titles and names and situations. And if you name the situation that's bothering you, if the situation that's bothering you is a unhealthy relationship with a neighbor, you can call it the toxic neighbor. You can call it the street clan. Like, I felt like one time the homeowners club didn't like me, and if that's a ghost, it was haunting me, and it was a situation that's bothering me, I would call it the ugly homeowners club. But whatever you come up with, name the ghost. But do y'all see how the notes app is recording me as I talk? You can sit it in front of the computer and let it take notes. If y'all not even paying attention, you could put this notes app right by the computer and it will record everything I'm saying. You see that? And now you didn't miss nothing. Even though I want you to watch the video if you have to, if you had to sign off. But that was a good example to show you how. And look, it's still recording. I set my phone down. It's still recording what I say. So that lets you know, that's crazy. We could be talking to somebody and you could put the speaker on and it'll record what they're saying in your notes phone. This darn technology, y'all. So journaling doesn't have to, don't look at it like it's a task and you have to be sit down. Oh, retired and caregiver, my strengths are organization. Okay, integrity, love it. Okay, so this ghost, get out, is intimidated by, you know, those things. It wants you to feel bad about those things or don't feel. Oh, yes, live. You on my channel, right? You said live live on my channel, Nina. Yeah, it's live right now. It's live on YouTube. So I didn't send it out to many subscribed viewers. I forgot. It's long story. The lackluster lemon showed up. No, but yeah, no. It's gonna be live every week, and we will use these journal prompts to get through to the next episode, the next piece. Okay. So you won't be in this alone. You have the workbook, but you have to sit down and feel like you're thinking alone. And I will record the live so you can go back on the YouTube and watch them and get through the journal prompts. So that's the good thing. That's how I'm doing this one. So I also have another one that I'm going to record live, and that's with the whole screenwriting thing. But I was like, listen, if I'm going to do this journal workbook with people on my focus group, I want to record it because I want us to be able to come back. Because y'all, you see, y'all already have questions and you kind of need guidance. Strategic writing and expressive writing is creative. That's the whole point. Because when you are being creative, y'all, you are operating a different brain cell than normal. So it's healthy to be creative. You want to create daily. Creativity is healing. If we become too mundane, your brain just kind of loses its like nerve. It's weird. You don't want to be super, super, super mundane. Yes, you want structure, strategy, and we want systems for sure. But what we don't want is mundane. We want to be creative. So in uncovering our ghosts and getting and healing and getting this story told that we want to tell, because you can make it up. This could be science fiction. Your ghost don't have to be named what it really is. It could be named what it means to you. So it could be the organization, the unorganized monster, the compartmentalizing creatures. It could be whatever you want to be creative to name it. We got Get Out. We got Minding Minnie, The Lackluster Lemon, Chromie, and Moody Mother. So you can name your ghost whatever you want. That's the good news about it. So next, I'm going to go on to the next one. And that is... Ready? Let's see. Let's see. Oops. What was I doing? Okay. Next, I'm going to... So now we're going to write a scene where your current self forces the ghost directly. You may not win yet, but you speak. You claim your identity. So, you don't have to do the screenplay format, y'all. I understand that could be seeming like a class. Like, oh my God, describe the confrontation. But I do want you to be creative and come up with a scene. And you can do this without me. But I want y'all to take a picture of this prompt. And I want you to do it in your phone, on a notebook, piece of paper. I want you to describe the confrontation. Now, we already wrote down when the ghost shows up in your life. Now, I want you to describe something toxic. We know when the ghost shows up. Like, we know Get Out shows up when you're ready to go out and do something fun. Now, I want you to come up with a confrontation between you and Get Out. A confrontation. Are you about to leave the house and Get Out tries to make a snowstorm block your door, and you open the door and I want you to be creative with this confrontation. I want you now, if you want to, if your story is super deep and personal, just remember you can keep it personal. And if you have to really write a situation to really happen, go ahead. Describe the confrontation with you and this ghost. Like I told you, the confrontation with me and the lackluster lemon, it's when anytime I have anything happen, any situations, problems, happiness, it shows up and it tries to give me limiting beliefs and doubt. So it shows up as a naysayer. It also, I think it makes me kind of feel lackluster, not creative. So the lackluster lemon, its main goal was to kill my creativity. Because for me, I knew that's what my parents was investing in me and worked so hard, y'all. You know, and that's so if the lackluster lemon could make me lackluster and not want to be creative, then guess what? I wouldn't have finished writing the movie. I wouldn't be in production with the movie. I wouldn't have been able to lead my son and say, keep going after your dreams. Stay in school. Try to do the things that you were doing. You can't stop living. We have to live. God said live. It's in the Bible. He did. He said live. So we got to live. So we got to get rid of these ghosts though, because they try to ruin our living. They try to bother us while living. And we don't have room for the to be optimistic when we let so many ghosts live on our property. So in this intellectual property, they getting evicted. So that's what you're going to do in this prompt. You're going to face the ghost directly. And it's okay if you don't win right now. We're not trying to win at this moment. But I do want you to face the ghost directly. And I want you to claim it. I want you to claim your identity. And I want you to write a scene. It's okay if you can't write the scene. Don't stress. But just try to write a scene. You know, like, just go ahead. Give yourself some credit. You know what a scene look like. I walked into the cafe and the lackluster lemon jumped at me and told me that there's no more tables available. So I said, bull crap. There's going to be some tables available. You better go find one, clean one off. So you had a confrontation. The lackluster lemon said, no, you're not allowed to eat here. You must go. And I'm like, no, this is where I choose to be. This is where I'm going to be. So in this, I want you to be creative. But I want you to stand firm on who you are. So you say, hey, you ain't kicking me out this cafe. I'm the coldest. I'm Desi the coldest. And you will not kick me out the cafe. I'm here. So basically, this is your first confrontation. This ain't the first confrontation. We named when the ghost shows up in your life. But here is a specific moment that you and this ghost are face to face. I want you to be face to face with the ghost. It's gonna be powerful. Don't y'all worry. Who talking about me? My nose is itching. I've been scratching my nose. It's crazy. Well, I see that you guys are still here. I'm glad. This is definitely, I see why people go live. Because it's like you got to go live so you can actually get the information told without, well, my camera is still recording me. My camera's still on. That's the good news. Because I wanted to have recordings of it so I can make my own little clips. But this is a journey, y'all. But I'm here, y'all, because I'm also getting rid of the lackluster lemon. I wrote a book called Eating the Lackluster Lemon, but that ain't finished yet. You know why? Because the lackluster lemon had tried to confront me and ruin my creativity, so I couldn't finish writing. I have writer's block a lot, and that's the lackluster lemon does that. Because sometimes we feel like we need to be happy to be creative. We need to be in a good mood to be creative. We need to be financially stable to be creative. We need to have everything taken care of before I can go be creative. That's what we kind of comfortable thinking. But I want y'all to know it's it's the secret to that. Nope. Do this. Confront this ghost face to face and watch what happens in your life when you stop having fear of moving forward with your creativity, regardless of what that ghost think it's gonna do to you. So that's why I want you to take time and describe the confrontation. Now, the reason why you don't want to cheat this and you don't want to be like, don't be too simplistic. Go ahead and be creative. Feel the moment. Exaggerate. Now, you can write what happened, something that really happened, or you can make it up. But I definitely want you to face this ghost. And I want you to be creative about how you did the confrontation. Because don't forget, we are writing a intellectual property. When we're finished with this experiment, when this journal workbook is complete, guys, we got a blueprint for our novel. We're going to put that out there and set it. Or you don't have to, but you will have went through and healed, and you could go over it again. And because you went through these prompts, it'll be a piece of cake. You'll be able to just journal through to your future mindset easy. Like I'm closer to that billionaire idea. I'm close to that owning the Queen Mary. Whatever your future dream self is, it'll be easy for you after this experiment. So I think you're gonna like it. It's gonna benefit. Look, guys. My notes app was still recording me. So see how powerful it is? You just hit that little microphone and you can speak what you want to say to the journal prompt. So if actually physically writing that's not your thing, then speak it. Because you want to have this blueprint at the end of the experiment. We want creativity in there. Don't write something just to get it out and journal like we used to do. But like, oh, today was the first day and it's such a... No, we're going to be creative. So describe the confrontation. And if you can do it in a screenplay format, go right ahead. But if you can't, don't worry. I can help you with that. You can put in a chat if you want to describe the confrontation in screenplay format, or if you're just going to, journal through it. Go ahead and let me know. Somebody, let me know you out there. Let me know you still alive. Put screenplay if you're going to do it if you're going to write it like a scene. It doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, don't think that you're writing for a perfected approval. There is no right or wrong. You're being creative and you're free. And that's the key. That's what's powerful about it. You're free. So, if y'all ready, I'm going to move on to the next one. And let's see what that one brings us. Okay. Screenplay. Go ahead. Go ahead, Shell. There we go. Write that scene. You can write a scene because you know why? You read a lot and you draw, and she's an amazing fashion designer. And that was her drawings. I grew up dreaming about wearing what she drew. I'm like, goodness, if I could be this sharp and this hat, this slant. So I already know you can design a scene. Go ahead and do that. Screenplay. Go ahead. Yes. Do that. Neem Bean. You already know. You live in Hollywood. Write that screenplay, girl. I've been working with you trying to do this for years. You know that. So here's the moment, Neem Bean. Here's the time. Because this is the time that I can help everyone at one time. And see, now you don't have to worry about being stuck. Because you can go back and play back what I said to help you, and we could get that final screenplay done, Neem Bean. And y'all gonna love the journal experiment, I'm telling you. So this slide talks about what I know doesn't work. The ghost wing a round, but so do you. So this is why I say the ghost wins for now. We have to take accountability that the ghost has been winning. If the ghost is here in our life, it's been winning. Now, it hasn't killed us. So it hasn't won. Because we still here. But the ghost wins just for now. But there is a lesson in the battle. So what I want y'all to do is, hold on, let me move this up so y'all can see. You win, the ghost is dead. Okay. So what I want y'all to do is write the death scene of the ghost. Give it a name and kill it off. Sign the certificate. So listen. I want you, if you wrote screenplay, Shell, you wrote screenplay, Neem Bean wrote screenplay, anybody that's journaling this with screenplay intentions, I need you so you can start it and you can finish it later. But I definitely want you to get creative about this scene. I want you guys to, let me see, the strategy. So this is how I'm going to kill my ghost. I always write scenes by, I start where I want to end up. So the ending, I'm going to say, the ending is the lackluster lemon, the LLL, triple L. Triple L dies in a fire. Uh-oh. Triple L dies in a fire, y'all. So now that I wrote that, that's how I want the scene to end. Because I got to kill the ghost. So if Triple L ends in a fire, what happened before that? Triple L burned up. You see how specific I am? Triple L burned up. Right before it died, it burned up. Because you have to burn before you die. So Triple L burned up. This lackluster lemon done burnt up. Now, I got to think about what caused it to burn up. What caused the lackluster lemon to burn up, y'all? Okay, let's see. I'm going to try it. I'm going to be creative. Now, since we know Triple L dies in a fire and we know Triple L burnt up, I'm going to be creative how I burn Triple L up. I'm going to be creative because, hey, it's a screenplay scene. So, I'm going to say Triple L fell into a fire pit. The lackluster lemon fell into a fire pit. So that is the next step under it burned up. You see how I'm reverse engineering? This is easier to think, so I don't have to write what should happen. I don't have to think too hard about, well, does that make sense? Or what should happen here? I'm reverse engineering. So I knew that the lackluster lemon dies in a fire. What caused that? It burned up. After you get burnt up, you die. And what caused it to burn up? It had to fall into the fire pit. Now, here's where it's next. I got to think about what caused Triple L to fall into the fire pit, y'all. How did I do? How am I gonna get this lackluster lemon in a fire pit when it's always showing up every time I'm ready to do something? Well, guess what? Keyword. Didn't I just say it show up every time I'm ready to do something? So, I had a big bonfire party. It was a bonfire party with all my friends. That's a fun scene. Now we getting bonfire party with all my friends. I got, of course I plan a bonfire party with all my friends. I want to bring everybody around. Let's have fun. Let's eat. Let's celebrate. Let's cook. Let's chill. Let's unwind. Let's talk. But of course, you know who gonna show up, because you know who show up every time I'm trying to do something fun. You know who shows up every time I want to be happy. Every time I try to think that I gotta move on to the next step in my life. Here comes Triple L. Damn lackluster lemon. Coming to tell me, oh, you know these people ain't your friend for real. You know these people don't love you. You know you ain't gonna have fun tonight. That's the lackluster lemon. But guess what? I'm partying with all my friends. And they all here. And just so y'all know, having the party itself, it's terrifying Triple L. Triple L is over there miserable because it sees that I am doing something that I like. I am surrounded by love. I'm having fun. I'm living. Triple L over there pissed off. Like, what? She actually thought she was going to have a celebration? She might even think she going to show the screening of her movie right here. Hold on, y'all. I'm just trying to get that. She thinks she going to show the screening of her movie and celebrate her hard work. Triple L is there, y'all. Triple L is there. Like, she thinks she having fun. Yes, she got all these people. Okay. She got all these people. But guess what? Triple L thinks that it's still about to get to me. Because Triple L still going to come show up and say, hey, but your parents ain't there. Hey, your cousin ain't there. And if you got family, you live in another state, some of them going to be there and some ain't. So you still going to have only a few. It's just y'all. And y'all all sad. Y'all just got each other, but it's just a few of y'all. Like, Triple L tries to really get in my head and make me feel like, what in the world kind of happiness for the rest of my life is it going to really be? Like, it doesn't. So, I'm glad that Triple L is about to die here at this party. And Triple L is burnt. You know why it's probably, about to fall in the fire pit? It's sitting too close to the fire pit because it hurts more for Triple L to be near me and my loved ones having a good time. It doesn't want to be there. So do y'all understand that the death scene of the ghost, you got to dig deep and be creative? So, I'm at the bonfire. I'm partying. We got the fire pit going. And it's bonfire. Everybody, fireworks. We eating. We celebrate. Music. Line dancing. Well, Triple L tries to make the DJ throw in a line dance song that me and my mom, this the first time she taught me how to do line dance. And it was this old song. It was called Shake It Up, Shake It Down, Move It In, Move It Out, Disco Lady. So Triple L puts that on because Triple L know if I make the DJ play that song, she ain't gonna have a good time. And she gonna be tripping because she's surrounded by love, but I'm gonna bring her the biggest grief I can. I'm gonna hit her with it right now. I love it. It's gonna be on Amazon in about a few more days. It's called the Creative Life Journal. And it'll be on Amazon in a few more days. We have to get it formatted. I didn't get it formatted. Need me know what I gotta go through. So, but you still getting the work done, while we go through the experiment. But anyway, y'all know what I'm saying is, so Triple L has the DJ put on the song at the bonfire the most sad, because that's the first, that memory hurts. Yes, I've got a great memory and thank God my mom did that, but it just hurts because she's not here. And now that song is on, and in the moment where I was happy with all my friends, Triple L shows up to attack my greatest pain. That's how you know it's not right. So now, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna let Triple L win. I'm gonna get in and I'm gonna line dance and I'm gonna picture my mom being there with me and I'm gonna line dance with the people. And Triple L is mad. Like, no, she's dancing. It worked the opposite. It didn't work. Triple L is backing up, and I'm still line dancing, and I'm stepping, and I'm doing all the moves my mother taught me to do, and we having fun. I turned the music. I told DJ, turn it up, even though it was hurtful, because I could see my mom there with me, but then I'm like, dang, she ain't here with me, y'all. This hurt, and I gotta act happy. All these people looking at me. I gotta put on a poker face, but I'm going to put on a poker face for Triple L. Triple L has got to get out of here. So I keep line dancing. I push through and I start having a real good time. I might be looking crazy. I might even be stomping hard, y'all. You know the people that line dance and they be stomping real hard? It happened to me in 10th grade. My date, he was stomping real hard to keep on moving, don't stop, y'all. I was like, why are you stomping so hard? I'm turned off. It was funny. But anyway, I started stomping real hard in this scene. I'm dancing, and guess what? Eventually, I start feeling good. I feel like my mommy right here with me, my family here, she here. It brought her energy here. She's here. She's with me. She's with me. Now, Triple L can't have power no more. Triple L gotta go. She here. You lost. So Triple L gets all upset. Backs up. Can't find a space to get in the line dancing. We tight. Our family tight. We moving. We happy. Triple L falls in the fire pit. The lackluster lemon is dead. Because that's the hardest song. That song was harder than the Temptations. So if I write that Triple L fell in that fire pit and I got this scene, I envisioned it, my subconscious don't know the meaning, the real truth. All my subconscious know is Triple L done died. Because guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to write a death certificate. So I wrote the scene. Now I'm going to write a little death certificate. And I'm going to sign it. Yes. And if y'all need to go on and have a funeral for the ghost, you can. Some people ghosts, it wasn't evil. It just was a ghost. It was just a situation that kept bothering you. So you just got to have a funeral for it. But I am going to let Triple L butt burn in a fire pit. Because Triple L, it keeps showing up at times I least expect it. When I'm trying to have fun. When I'm trying to be happy. When I'm trying to work. I'm trying to do stuff. So Triple L, I'm going to let you burn. You going to burn in the fire pit. Because you tried to set me up. You came for me this one last time. You tried to consume my peace and my happiness and my joy. You tried to steal my joy. So no, you go back and you gonna burn in the fire. That's how I killed my ghost. So I want y'all to think about how you gonna kill y'all ghost now. Stop talking about me. My nose is itching real hard. Y'all done did it. Y'all gotta come up with that. Now, you can do this on your own time, but you know this what you gotta do. You gotta write the death scene of that ghost, y'all. And guess what? We won. But at first, the ghost was winning. Remember? The ghost was in when the ghost put that song on. Now I got to battle my biggest pain and feel in this moment. I got to deal with the grief. In this moment, I got to push past what Triple L tried to do to me. Right now, in that moment, I got to find joy instead of tears of sadness. I got to choose joy. I have to become joyous. I have to be happy for real so Triple L can burn. Cause Triple L ain't gonna burn if it win. Cause that fat lemon get fatter and fatter with sour more moments. Now I like lemons, but this is a lackluster lemon. So this lemon is green and sour and fat and ugly with a curly wig and some skinny ankles. Yes, a lemon with ankles. But anyway, yes, I killed the lackluster. Triple L has died. So I will write that scene, and I want you guys, if you don't have to fix that right now, you you can write it later. But that'll be your homework, because I want it to be a good death scene, y'all. And remember how I reverse engineered. I started at the end of the scene. Where did I want to end up? The end of the scene is told there for you guys. It says, give it a name, write the death of the scene of the ghost. So, name how the ghost dies. Is it murder? Is it poisoned? Is it beat up in a battle, fight, ring, shot to death? How you gonna kill this ghost? Did it leave and disappear? Did it fly away? Come up with a way that your ghost is going to die. That's really important. I want y'all to think about that, and I want you to think about it intensely. I want you to really be creative. So, I'm going to move on to the next. Now that we done killed the ghost, y'all, you should feel lighter. You open a room for revelation, new identities, and new desires. That ghost is dead. So you're going to celebrate. I want you to write a certificate. Death certificate. If y'all want to do a real death certificate and print it out, maybe I'll make a download, a creative download. We could do an eviction letter, like the ghost must leave your house, or we could do a death certificate. My ghost was a bad one. It needs to die. I can't live the rest of my life with that sour, lackluster lemon keep showing up during happy moments. It has to die. I have to reframe my mindset of how I embrace life while dealing with grief. So that's why the lackluster lemon has to burn. Y'all get it? Y'all get it? Let me know if y'all get it. How y'all feel? Are y'all excited that you're killing the ghost? Y'all, come on, mini screenwriters and creative life gems. Y'all my little creative life gems. Y'all my creative life gals and guys. You my creative life babes. Come on. How you feel? Did you kill the ghost? Let me know. I need to know. Now, you can detail your scene later. This journal prompt is something you can work on your own, and you could write that scene. And you calling it the final battle. Now, we have other things that we're going to do in the workbook, and this actual piece is not in our, when we do our novel, this piece might be in the end of the film, but we are journaling for in a structure for a specific reason, mindset. But you have it there. You're going to have your structure in the workbook. So I want y'all to definitely think about that and do it that way. I appreciate y'all. So I'm going to move on to the next slide. Let's see. It's so sweet of y'all to be on here with me. Okay. We did this. The ghost wins for now. Write the scene where the ghost overpowers you. Your creativity stalls. The project dies. The fear wins. Let it play out on the page. Raw, unfiltered. Feel the defeat fully. So listen. That's when I was telling you that the lackluster lemon was trying to get into the line dance with me, and just, it was near the fire pit, but it wasn't, I wouldn't let it in because I became happy to line dance, and I realized my mommy is here with me. So she line dancing with me. So instead of feeling sad, I felt happy. Mean Bean said, I haven't killed my, oh, that's Shell. I haven't killed my ghost yet. Still thinking about how I'm going to kill it. Okay, yeah. Still take your time. You could do that on your own time. Let me see. Pre-order it. Oh, you can pre-order. Neeby said the journal, you could pre-order it and you can just mail it. Oh, yeah. You can Oh, I have a link here as well. But the link isn't for the pre-orders, for the wait list. So I want y'all to get on that wait list in the link here. That's, you see it on the YouTube. And it's under links. Click on the wait list. And I'm going to send it to her. But you'll get the Amazon link soon as it's loaded. So So if you click on the wait list, it'll just come to your phone. So that'll be good, y'all. Get on there. I appreciate it. Yes, Chef, when you go write the scene where the ghost overpowers you. Your creativity stalls. So the thing, your strength that you had, your creativity, you're losing it. And it's kind of like in screenwriting, we call it apparent defeat. So in apparent defeat, it looks like the hero is losing, and it looks like the fear is winning. So I want you to let it play out on the page. So y'all might need to journal this a little bit more than a paragraph. It's the moment of truth. But the ghost wins for now in that moment. But the ghost wins at the top of the scene. But at the end of the scene, the ghost dies. So this prompt here is at the top. So I want you to do that. Oh, thank you, Danielle. It's amazing. She said it's amazing, guys. Do it. Danielle, I hope you got your ghost getting ready to get killed. I hope you writing that scene. I hope you understand that this is where the ghost overpowers you and your creativity is stalled. And you're going to kill it. Thank you, Danielle. Okay, let's see. Okay, did we do that? We did that. Okay, then we went here. Okay, now let's go to 4. Oh, still 3? The lesson. Okay. We still on 3. And it says rewind. In that defeat, what did you actually learn? Reverse engineer the moment. What pattern kept repeating? What behavior, belief, environment fed the ghost? Name the lesson clearly. This is important. So you guys probably going to have to do this on your own time just to make sure you really dig deep. Because we have to convince our subconscious that we are the winner. So we got to spin a pattern. So for me, the lackluster lemon pattern was it keeps showing up at moments when I'm supposed to be happy. What behavior, what belief or environment fed the ghost? The environment that fed the ghost was it knew I was the sadness of dancing to a memory of me and my mommy dancing when I was little. I'm gonna have a good memory for that. I'm gonna feel good about it from here on. I'm not gonna be sad because the lackluster lemon wants to use that emotion to block my creativity. So reverse engineering the moment is what I did. I started at the end of the scene. Lackluster Lemon's nickname is Triple L. Triple L dies in a fire. Triple L is burned up because remember I reverse engineered what happened at the end of the scene. Triple L died. What happened? What caused him Triple L to die? It burned in a fire. How did Triple L burn in a fire? It fell into the fire pit. Now, what led Triple L to fall into the fire pit? We were dancing, line dancing at a bonfire party. So you see how I reverse engineered so that my brain don't have to be thinking like, oh, what should I write? I know that's what y'all doing. Some of y'all don't do that. Reverse engineer. Talk about how the scene ended and what caused that and what caused what happened right before that, what caused right behind. Just keep going. Just do backwards. It's so much easier and you'll get the scene done faster because you'll have all your key elements. So once you reverse engineer, you can start at the top of the scene. We're at a bonfire party and everyone's line dancing and Triple L shows up and tries to, get in the middle of the line dance, but it falls into a fire pit and burns. You see what I'm saying? You can start at the bottom and go back up once you reverse engineer it. So that's the key. So the pattern that kept repeating in this scene is Triple L notices every time I'm trying to be happy, it wants me to be sad. So I had to learn a lesson in this. You know that you can't allow that to have power. So, hey, I embraced it and I danced with my mother. So in my mind, that's what I was able to do. You know what I mean? That's how I was able to beat Triple L. Yep, hold on, y'all. And we about to get to the next slide. Okay, so screenwriting structure with expressive writing is good for y'all. It's healthy. It's creative writing. Creative writing exercises our brain, y'all. It's less mundane than reading. So it forces you to think and use cell muscles that you haven't used because you aren't always strategic in developing. So if we're going to journal and we're going to journal to heal, we might as well creative write and actually strategically plan our future by claiming it and training our subconscious. So I just think that you guys are going to love it. We're going to go on a journey, face conflict. We're going to learn moral lessons, new truths, and we're going to return changed at the end of the story, just like a hero. So I'm going to go on to the next slide because we know you can come back to this one, the lesson in the battle. Okay? So next. And also, I might have sent you some slides. Shell, you have the slides in your phone. I sent you the slides. So you can, and I'll send anybody else, put slides in the comment and I'll send them to you. And you could have them too as your prompts, your journal prompts from this. So you, in case you don't feel like replaying the video or all that. So the next slide, we almost there, y'all. Thank you for sticking through with me. We almost there. This one, you win. The ghost is dead. Now we write in the final scene, armed with the lesson that we learned. And it says, armed with the lesson, you maneuver the ghost. You outmaneuver the ghost. It dissolves, and we're going to name it gone. Write its death certificate, y'all. Write the death certificate in your journal. I want you to write the cause of death. I want you to write your awareness and your choice. Yes. Cause of death for the lackluster lemon. Severe fire, severe burn to the bone. Ashes gone, just burnt up. That's what the lackluster lemon, what happened to it. Now, I'm going to write the death certificate. On the death certificate, the lackluster lemon is going to be the title, the name, but I'm going to put AKA and all those emotions that came with it. And that's going to be on the death certificate. Then the cause of death, burned. The worst, highest burn degree. And my awareness and choice. My awareness was this lackluster lemon, triple L, shows up every time I'm about to have a good time. And it tries to ruin the moment. It tries to ruin my life. It tries to bring grief in my life. It tries to make me sad. It tries to hurt me. So that is going to end. Guess what? The choice I made, I embraced that song that I used to run from it. I used to not let nobody play it because all I'm going to do is cry. I embraced the song and I saw my mother there with me dancing and I danced with her. So we danced together and Triple L could handle it because now I found a new way to handle the grief. A new way to not be. It's okay to be sad. I'm not saying don't be sad. But the lackluster lemon don't have power. You're not going to just come in and out of my life trying to convince me that I can't be creative. You're going to make me procrastinate. You're going to make me insecure. You're going to make me feel no more power. No more power. I'm going to choose when I want to be sad. I'm not going to be sad because me and her dance to that song. I'm going to embrace it when I hear it. I'm going to get through it. It was hard for me to fly to Cleveland for a while. I'm going to ride a plane. I'm going to fly. Because landing used to make me be like, oh my God, when I get here, she not here. It used to be too much, but embrace it. So the choice I made was to dance through the song that the Triple L had the DJ play because Triple L, it wanted me to break down. It wanted me sad. So I'm going to write the death certificate. I'm going to write my awareness. And I'm going to write the choice I made. Y'all get it? That's what I want y'all to do. I love it too. Thank you, sis. Love it. Send me the slides. Okay, I will send you the slides. Need being, yes. Still thinking about how I'm going to kill it. Okay, no worries. Shell, you going to kill it. Y'all can go back. The slides is going to help you. Okay, because the slides is really what I just showed you through. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one so we can end this. This is a long live. My first one, y'all. My focus group. Y'all bomb. It's going to build. We're going to have more people in the focus group next week. But I love that this you people. I already know y'all, so I know how much it's gonna help you. Okay, the next one is who are you now without the ghost, y'all? We got a new identity. So it's without the ghost. Do y'all know that our life is different? We no longer think the same way. We no longer have the insecurities. We no longer fear the thing that it was using to hold us back. My new identity, I can hear those songs. I can go to Steinmart or stores. My new identity is my future self. And I'm healed. My new identity is a healed person. So, not that I won't. Now, y'all know that life is life and all the time, and we have to have strategic ways that I think that'll help us through these challenges. And so, this is another one. This is one. So you can do this when you go through any grief process. So now that we have our new identity, let's rename ourselves. Let's embrace and begin the journey. So who are you now without the ghost? This is the final journal prompt. My ghost is gone. I am now Queen Desi. I create masterpieces. I create #1 box office hit movies. I am now Desi the Coldest. I'm going to name that person though. It's either going to be Queen Desi. It might be Queen Desi. I don't know. Or it might be Desi the Coldest. That's my nickname because I used to say that with my cousin, teasing about quoting Rick James, Cold Blooded. I'd be like, I'm cold blooded. But anyway, my ghost is gone. I am now Queen Teresa, Queen Desi, or I am now millionaire Monica. I am now billionaire Monica. I am now 4-time Emmy nominated. I am now 6-time Emmy nominated. I'm Oscar winning, Emmy winner. My ghost is gone. I want y'all to write that down. So I'm going to make sure everyone gets the prompt. Yes, Desi the Coldest. I know, Desi the Coldest. Because my movies is going to be in theaters. So at the end of my the journal experiment, my movie is box office hit. So you guys are you got first dibs at close up seeing my mindset on this journey. Because hey, I'm still on the journey. I got to finish this thing. I got 3 more scenes to do. And they come with their own challenges. And I'll share lessons learned and stuff about that and BTS with the movie too as well on this channel. But my main goal, y'all, was to make sure everyone is in the right mindset to be creative, to build their dream or do that next thing. And that's what the Creative Life Workbook Journal is going to do. It's going to reignite old creative cells that you didn't even know still live there. Those wounds, let me tell you, they are going to be healed and you ain't going to look like you even had a scar. So the journal becomes the screenplay of our becoming. The screenplay of our becoming. So it's a blueprint and we have a screenplay because, hey, my own screenwriter by myself. This is fun with y'all. Y'all helping me. So y'all helping me journal to eliminate this ghost. Eliminate the lackluster lemon. That triple L is gone. It's dead. So Desi the Coldest is now birthed. Queen Desi, Desi the Coldest, Rich Desi, I don't know. Whatever name I'm going to do. Because I'm going to write mine down too. So we have all our prompts. So remember, and that's just in the beginning of the journal. We're going to get through some more of it. Self-revelations and, you know, if you were a procrastinator or a busy bee. She's the busy bee. That's the procrastinator. You won't be when you finish this. Well, don't get me wrong. You will still be those things, but you'll have tools to use when those emotions arrive in your life. So, I want y'all to embrace this. My ghost is gone. I am now what? I won the battle. I am now, name yourself. If your new name is the overpowered Irene, the wealthiest woman of Africa, Jonah. You give yourself a name. because that's our new identity. And then after you give yourself that name, what do you create? I create masterpieces. I create creative mindsets. Creative mindset masterpieces. I create box office hits. My ghost is gone. I am now Desi the coldest. I create box office hits. See that? I create movie magic. So now we evicted our ghost. Now y'all might need to go back to that scene, and y'all may have to actually do some deep dive work and create a scene where the ghost dies. If you want to have the police show up and they shoot the ghost, I don't care what you want. Whatever your favorite genre is, do it. If you want the aliens to come steal the ghost, if you want the Indians to come on horses and shoot it, and the cowboys ghost takes it up to the sky, whatever you want to do, be creative when you kill your ghost, and write that death certificate for that ghost. For real, y'all. So I'm gonna make sure y'all have the slides in your I'm gonna send it to you. So now next, let's see, who are we without the ghost? We did that. Now let's go to the end. Rename yourself. We did this. Give yourself a creative name, a name that holds no ghost. Who are you at your fullest? You your most powerful. I want that identity into existence in your workbook. Okay? In your phone. You don't have the workbook yet. So I want that identity named. So if mine is Desi the coldest, I gotta come up with a name. A new name. Not the same name y'all have. What's some of y'all's name? Anybody got an idea out here? I want to hear y'all name. A new name. This journal prompt today, we have eliminated a ghost. We have took accountability for the problem it was causing in our life. And we have killed that ghost. And now we are a new person. We are reborn. So let's give ourselves a new name for this new identity. Now that we gave ourselves a new name, put some of y'all new names in the chat. I want to know what y'all come up with. Let me see. I want you to write your first act as this new identity. Where are you going? What will you create? What does your future creative self look like, feel like, and sound like? And I want you to step into it now. So you can do this on your own. Embrace and begin the journey. So now that you're a new person, you should not be thinking the same. Your whole perspective is different. So I want you to create something that the old you would never created. The old you wouldn't have went there. I want you to develop an idea that you would not have developed as long as that ghost was in your life. I want you to understand, what does your future creative self look like? Are you traveling the world, tasting all types of food all over the world, doing blogs, right? Something that the old you was not thinking about and you didn't do. Step into it now. I want you to really think about it, feel it. And hey, y'all didn't know, vision boards are powerful. That's what that is right there. Vision boards, y'all. You can do your vision board right here. This exercise 4, embrace and begin the journey. This is where you do your vision board. What will you create? What does your future creative self look like? What do you feel like? And what do you sound like? Do you talk different? Do you speak more eloquently? Do you smile more? Do you weigh more? Weigh less? Do you look different? Did you change your hair color? Did you get a new hair weave or a new wig or anything? What did your future self, I need to know what this new person look like. So that's y'all's homework. You gonna spend some time on this, y'all. I want to make sure y'all do it. You do not get on the next live and you ain't done all these prompts, because these steps lead to where we're getting ready to go. So all this is uncluttered. It's uncluttering our mind, y'all. So I want you to take time and do it. Now we're going to go on to the last slide. That's it. My last slide, y'all. Desikole host, thank you for participating. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know everyone wasn't able to stay on. It was only a few people. And thank you, Danielle. I hope you gonna do good. Listen, this journal experiment is gonna be awesome, y'all. And I am so grateful for y'all, my focus group. I'm gonna get more people on there. And we go journal to our future mindset. It's for real. So thank you for participating. I am excited that you guys were on. I gotta take a picture of this screen because I'm happy and grateful for everybody in the chat. I had everybody who loved me. I got my sister, my besties, my boss baby. I got everybody here. My other bestie signed off. Of course, sister. Thank you. I didn't know if it was going to be too much like homework. So I didn't know. And I just wanted to, present well so that people don't feel like they're forced to do homework. This is shadow work, yes. But if y'all look, there's some amazing shadow work. Oh my God. On TikTok, they got some shadow books that's deep. Now, just know, those work and I like them. But guess what? They gonna make you cry. This one ain't. So I feel like therapists can handle that shadow work. Save that for the therapist. You can go cry at the therapist. We not crying over here because we won already. Before we started, we done killed the ghost. So we get ready to have fun with our delusional mindset. We get ready to train our intuition to think different, act different, make bold choices, make different moves, think from a millionaire mindset. We got plans, y'all. We got plans. And I love it. Can't wait to do more. Thank you, Danielle. I can't wait to see you do it again, too. Do your homework, though. Finish the slides. I'm going to make sure y'all all have the slides. And I love y'all and thank all y'all for watching. And guess what? I'm going to let y'all be free and go on about the rest of your day and sign off. And most of you are close to me, so you'll probably hear from me. I'm about to make sure y'all have y'all slides. And everyone who had to get off, I think it may be like Dewan or Blaze or something, they'll get back on and they'll let me know. But this is going to benefit you. I hope it was beneficial so far. Thank you for doing the experiment with me. It was for me to know if the journal workbook was good, but I do know that if you will get the journal workbook, but if you didn't have it and don't get it, I'm going to show up live every week to guide y'all through the steps anyway. You just don't have the pretty diagrams and everything. So you get the benefits and you get the value of the workbook anyway. But click onto my wait list, y'all, if y'all can, so that when the workbook is loaded on Amazon, that's probably going to be the cheaper one, and I'm going to also have it on another site. It's on Stan Store. But I want to be able to send you the sales page to your email. So get on the wait list and have a great day. You too, Danielle. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. And I love y'all. And we are on a journey to our future selves, y'all. Our future rich selves. Yay. Have a good day, y'all. And I'll see y'all